So Rolex Baselworld 2018, stunning collection of new product that we look forward to presenting to you. We're going to be talking about the GMT, an update on the 36 Datejust range, the Deepsea and the iconic Daytona. Faye was also lucky enough to be given access to behind the scenes at Rolex in collaboration with Bill Prince of GQ. We've got a great film that we look forward to bringing to you.
It is a precious metal watch, but it could be worn during the day to evening, as you referenced. And how elegant is it on the mother of pearl?
Yeah, no, it's very special.
But first of all, let's start talking about these great products, Faye. Let's start with the GMT.
Balfair never disappoints, particularly the Rolex appointment for us, Brian, and we were really lucky and grateful to be able to see the products in advance. The GMT on oyster steel, I'm sure we're going to talk about that in a minute because they've renamed the 904L steel, was really exciting. Jubilee bracelet, which is the main thing, and the red-blue bezel. This year Rolex kept it quite concise in terms of what they launched, which is great for us. So there is an entire collection around the GMT. We've got 3 models that we were looking at, we were introduced to. The GMT in steel isn't new for us, however on the Pepsi bezel, which has been nicknamed, and the Jubilee bracelet, and the new power reserve to give it an approximately 70 hours. That's the big talking piece this year for us. One
of the most iconic products from Rolex, the red and blue, and of course the GMT, the famous iconic product. It's going to be hugely popular, and something that gets a bit understated is the developments that have happened with the new generation of the movements.
The GMT is iconic for the brand and a great tool watch. It's one of those that actually probably does get used its functionality in terms of travel. Let's not forget this has got 3 time zones, but it wasn't just this model that was introduced.
Beautiful watch. We love the combination, Rolex combination of Ever Rose and steel, and then there was the 18 karat Ever Rose.
Never been done on this metal type.
So the Datejust 36mm, really interesting size. Women are going for bigger dials, men actually trending towards smaller dials, and the 36 is perfect for that. New movement, some change to the dials.
This is what we call core product. So what Rolex have done this year is the 36mm isn't new to the business. The changes they have made though are not insignificant. Reprofiled the case, and there's a new movement inside it which gives it an approximately 72-hour power reserve, which is incredible. And I know we often talk about the superlative chronometer certification, which gives it +2, -2 accuracy, which is really important for the industry. Rolex, what they've done here is on the new movement. We've got some classic dials. They've also made some introductions. What I love about this is Rolex are not resting on their laurels. It's them revisiting and constantly redefining what has made them such a great brand.
Yes, and a beautiful one just coming up now. Diamond set, diamond dot, beautiful ladies product.
What we're looking at here is the oyster steel and yellow roller saw model with a diamond bezel. That's going to be a really wonderful addition to the collection.
And this one, really iconic, champagne dial, fluted bezel, roller saw, yellow, stunning product.
It's exactly what you think of when you think of a Rolex oyster.
Basel 2018, it's always a lot of fun as well as some serious business, and epitomised by Rolex, very, very serious, but once in a while they just do something that's stunning and such fun. And the Daytona in the rose gold diamond set.
This was my absolute favourite watch. I'd probably not stop talking about it to anybody who's unlucky enough to listen to me since we've come back from the fair. They introduced this model in 2012, but it was on the yellow gold and the white gold only. It's named the Rainbow Daytona because of the gradation in the sapphires around the bezel. This year on the Ever Rose, and what is a new introduction, and it's just beautifully done, is the matching sapphires on the hour markers match the bezel. We've got 36 baguette cut sapphires and also 56 brilliant cut diamonds. It is amazing, and exactly as you said, it's just so much fun. We will not be able to keep up with the demand on this, and just a real feature for me. If I could wear this would be the watch that I wear.
This would be it. This is the ultimate ambition.
Absolutely.
This one, and then it's over.
Subtle.
It is. Actually, there is a bit of subtlety to it. I mean, it's a beautifully balanced beautifully designed, showing that Rolex, as well as being technical experts, have a real eye for style and look. Yeah,
It's a piece-
absolutely stunning.
It's a piece of art as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get your dream someday. So now actually would be a great time for us to take a look at the video we did with Bill Prince. Gives us some really interesting background to the Daytona and some other great comments from Bill. Let's take a look.
And those subdials, they're amazing. I think they called them gold crystal subdials, which they told us was developed by a process that only they can really achieve internally because they smelt their own gold at Rolex.
That's right.
And this talks to, again, it talks to what Rolex do that many other manufacturers, for no bad reasons whatsoever, but don't take on as their own job. And they do, and they make their own gold. So it allows them to come up with this frosted gold finish on the subdials, which again, I don't think we can talk about piece unique too much because it might put people off. Another reason why these watches are so desirable.
Why do you think the brand has such enduring appeal?
Well, I think the clue is in that word enduring, isn't it? It's the endurance of the watches, it's the product. It comes down to the product every time, and Rolex have always built and continue to build and only want to build watches that are extraordinarily reliable, innovative in their market, innovative for the times in which they're being sold, but again, practical. I mean, you don't buy a Rolex to keep it in your drawer, you buy a Rolex to wear it. Now, whether you want that watch to be decorated or whether it needs to go to the bottom of the Marianas Trench, which is 7 miles deep, when you pick up a Rolex, you can just feel how well engineered it is. You just understand that this thing has been made with not just care and love and all the other attributes and qualities that every watch brand here at Basel will bring to watchmaking, but with skills that have been honed over decades and with an investment into technology and a vertical integration of the work itself. I mentioned earlier they smelt their own gold. They make their own oil. I mean, every single part of that watch has been controlled from the beginning by Rolex itself.
And I go back to something really serious and technical, probably the most technical of all, the Deepsea.
This is a running change. So what we've got here is Rolex have balanced out the watch by giving it a slightly wider bracelet, and they've upgraded the movement as well. So we're not unfamiliar with the Deepsea and the deep blue, but there's been some changes, and also on the font and on the bezel itself.
But a watch that's been to the deepest part of the ocean.
Yeah, the bottom of the Mariana Trench is
Yeah.
the James Cameron.
And probably the most technical diver watch that's out there, but still something that looks aesthetically really balanced and gorgeous.
Absolutely. I mean, to nearly 4,000 metres, it is a diving watch.
Yep.
But Rolex don't rest on their laurels. What they wanted to do is, I'm not sure how many people that have bought this from us actually do dive. We never question it, but what they make sure is that it's capable of doing so. So again, just really competent and natural upgrades and evolutions of the product that they already deliver.
Fantastic. And that's it from Rolex, another great Baselworld from Rolex. Thanks for joining us.